Hi, welcome to the office. John starts his gospel in a different place, so to speak. Not a place, not talking about Middle Eastern geography, talking about bigger picture stuff. John chapter 1 begins, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it." Jesus was the creator of life, and when he came into the world, he brought that life into the world as a human being. And in him was life, and that life was light for all of us. It's such a mystery, but if you've experienced it, you so understand it. And at this time when geography is not as much what we can be concerned about, at least not our own personal geography, where we're going today and who we're going to see there. Instead, when we are living this bigger picture of what is life for us and what illuminates our life, I think John is a great place to start. So, life and light. In him was life. And that was light for us. What does that mean when the way we think about our life doesn't have as much to do with geographically moving ourselves around? What does it mean when the way to embrace life has to be what it always should have been, to embrace what's going on in our hearts, what's going on in our minds, what God is doing in the world through relationships among people? How is he working in my life and in yours, and how does that affect the people that we're connected with? And a lot of times in that same sentence, I would say, how does that affect the people around us? And we think about people around us and analyze it geographically, where we can see them physically near us. When they're not physically near us and they're still around us, when we're still influencing others and others are still influencing us, when we still have the opportunity to embrace the life that God has given us, the life that Jesus made available by coming into the world. To embrace him as the light of our lives, as the one who sheds light on everything around us, who illuminates things for us, helps us understand, who is the one by which we see everything else. How does that work for us? So if Jesus is the light by which we see everything else, the light by whom we see everything else, he's the natural filter, or the supernatural filter perhaps. We see through him because our life is in him, and we have to embrace that life by embracing him. And we have to do that in practical ways on a day-to-day basis when it doesn't look the same as it did just a short while ago, when things have been turned around a little bit and where it has become very clear that life is about what's going on in our hearts. It's about what's going on in our minds, and it's about the way that we relate to other people. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it.